Yo, yes sir, man. We live and we back. Welcome back to the Golden Goose DFS show. I am your host, Chandler Blakely, aka Goose Man, here today bringing you another edition of my starting five on DraftKings and FanDuel. Alright, but before we get into that, y'all already know we got the lineup review. I'm going over my best lineup from yesterday's slate. Just get into our thought process on how we tried to attack it. And that's what we're going to do for y'all right here. So please, if you're new here, man, definitely hit that subscribe button. Everybody in the sound of my voice, please hit that like button for your boy. And turn your notification bell on, man, so you know when the video drops and you can be here rocking with us every day, all right? And also be sure you follow on Twitter at DFS Goose so you can get the updated starting five about 30 minutes before lock. Now, that being said, let's get into this lineup review. Yesterday was okay, man. A lot of the chalk hit, so it's gonna make it tough on it yesterday, man. All that Charlotte Hornets chalk pretty much hit. I think except for like Gordon Hayward. So it made the cash line very high. The cash line gonna be high whenever the chalk hits like that. The cash line is gonna be super high. So they got my best lineup pulled up right here, 277. This is the $4.20 max right here. Starting at the top, point guard Devontae Graham just let me down yesterday. Got him in at 9%. I love the price on him. Felt like it was a good matchup and a matchup with not much defense that he could take advantage of, but he only gave us 21 DK points right here. Only 9 real life points, man. So still struggles for Devontae Graham from a fantasy perspective. But as long as he at this price, man, I'm gonna have to keep taking some shots on him, depending on the game type and the matchup. But Devontae Graham, 30 plus minutes, man, only 21 DK points. Well, not 30 plus minutes. I'm sorry. They handled the Pelicans pretty easily right here. They didn't need much from them, but we just disappointed that 4,900 he couldn't give us at least a 30 burger right here. Coming at shooting guard, man, Kelly Oubre Jr. If you saw the video yesterday morning, you already know I told you the price increase didn't matter, man. The way he's been performing since those guys have been out. You see him come in very chalky here, 42% on, but he gave you 46 DK points, man. You gotta love that. At the small forward, I went Harrison Barnes right here. Tried to get a little different. Figured maybe it could be his turn tonight to have a big game. I wanted to get away from some of that Terrence Davis chalk, and this was kind of a pivot from him. But 28% on Harrison Barnes just wet the bed here, man. 14 points right here. Not nearly enough. And he played 27, 28 minutes right here in this spot against Charlotte. And what was a nice game. You can see the total here. I expected much more from Harrison Barnes, but he let us down right here. I'm a power forward. I went to Miles Bridges, another chalky Charlotte guy, but like I said, they was all in good spots. 44% on. He gave you 44 DK points, man. Very nice effort from Miles Bridges. At my center spot, I wanted to get a little different right here in this one. I went Clint Capella, a guy I know that everybody we forget about. In this matchup against Brooklyn, who didn't have a real center, I thought that Capella could have a big game down there, double wise, and he gave us a solid effort, man. 14 points, 16 boards right here, 44 DK points for Clint Capella as well. And my other guard, Armani Brooks, the play I was just on heavily yesterday. He was in the updated starting five. I seen he wasn't getting a lot of ownership. I don't know why when he moved into the starting lineup. I knew he could see 30 plus minutes in a matchup against the Milwaukee Bucks here. He had a very solid outing, man. Almost 10x for us right here. 36 fantasy points from Armani Brooks, I'm sorry. At my other four, I went Cody Martin once again. Just putting that Charlotte chalk in here again. You see he 43% on as well, but 45 DK points, man. A monster performance from him, man. Those Charlotte guys, all chalk, all of them hitting pushes the cash line through the roof. And finishing out, man, Evan Mobley. I want to go back to my boy 6,800, 8% on, beautiful ownership here in this contest against the Timberwolves. They handled them pretty easy. They didn't need much out of him. He still almost double, but 25 DK points from Evan Mobley right here. So as you can see, man, rough day on DraftKings with all the chalk hitting like that. So no cash over here. Let's look at the winning lineup and see what they did here. All right, we got ZZZ Jazz. And let's get him in here, man. A monster performance right here from ZZZ here. The winning lineup put up 380, a monster performance. They went Trae Young, Karis LeVert, that Oubre chalk as well. the JaVale McGee play what set him apart. It's obviously like a late swap build here. As that Aiden news came out late, I highly doubt he was on McGee to hold at lock. So that's probably a late swap right there. That's JaVale McGee, Monty Brooks with us, Terrence Davis with us. This is a very gettable lineup. Nothing out of the ordinary here. You see he got a few chalk plays in here. The Terrence Davises, the Kelly Oubre's of the world. But outside of that, more low-on plays. The Levert was a great play at 7% on. Boucher, I had some shares of him in my 20 max contest. He was solid. And then just paid up for Giannis, man. 10-9 right there. Caught him at a great price. The Houston was able to keep that game a little close, so that's why you got the big performance from Giannis right there. I was worried about the blowouts. I got LeBron in some spots once the AD news came out. He was solid, but didn't really want to go to Giannis. I was scared of the blowout, but Houston kept it kind of close, and that's why you get this monster performance from Giannis. So, very gettable lineup for the winner right here. Congrats to ZZZ Jazz right here. Let's go take a look at FanDuel and see what we had over there. Now, FanDuel, the AD news affected me the most because if you caught the starting five, you know I had AD in there. So, we had to do a little late scrambling. And the reason why I went AD on FanDuel versus paying down like I did on DraftKings for Lynn or Thompson, Tristan Thompson, is because on FanDuel the center is highly important. You only get one, so you want to get it correct. And if you can nail that highest scoring center, it's gonna go a long way into pushing you up the leaderboard. So that's why we was paying up at center on FanDuel with AD. But we end up having to switch that, and I think in this lineup I end up paying down to Lynn. But at the top I went Cody Martin. 70% on over here. 5K was just ridiculous. Got him a 48 FanDuel points solid F from. Over here, point guard, my other point guards, but I wanted to pay up to Luka over here. In this matchup against the Pacers, an up-pace matchup. Pacers haven't been playing great defense, and I felt like Luka could be in the spot for a big game. He finished 1 assist and 1 rebound shy of a triple-double, but at 13% on, he gave us 54 FanDuel points. Solid effort from Luka. At the shooting guard, I went on Monty Brooks, man. I was on him heavy yesterday, man. Got him at 7.5% on over here. Beautiful. Right at 35 FanDuel points. Ran with Devontae Graham once again. He failed me over here, man. He killed me so much yesterday, man. I was probably too overweight on Devontae Graham, but I liked it. I liked his price, so just not a good outing from him. At my small four, I went Kelly Oubre, another chalk play, 53% on. He gave us 47 FanDuel points, solid for Oubre, even at the 7,800 price tag over here on FanDuel. Small forward, man, Harrison Barnes. He got me, man, 25%. Got a lot of people. Well, I'm gonna say a few people at 25% on. Only 12 FanDuel points, not nearly enough in his 27 minutes. At my power forward, I want to go Pascal Siakam. Was anticipating Precious Achiuwa being out, and I felt like Pascal Siakam could get some run at the center. I know they don't like Boucher that much. They don't like giving him a lot of minutes, so I felt like Siakam could get some center minutes, and I thought that could help his rebounding totals and some easy putbacks and scoring in his matchup against the Knicks. He was solid right here. Gave us a nice double-double, 13 points, 12 rebounds. Just need some more scoring from him for a bigger performance, man. Hasn't been scoring so great so far this year as in his returns. Looking for that to improve over here, but 35 FanDuel points, solid outing from Pascal Siakam. My power forward, you can see what I did. The AD news came out. I just switched LeBron in them, and I paid down to Alex Len, and that's how I got to Siakam as well too. But LeBron James, 16% on, nice performance from him here, man. 61 FanDuel points from the King, and my center spot, Alex Len. So I went, Alex Len got the start, but it didn't matter if you went Alex Len or Thompson. Neither one of them did anything and got that much run. Of course, it was a Marvin Bagley night. Who'd have thunk it? But, Len, you can't do nothing. He played, 16 minutes in his start, so that's about what you can expect with limited minutes, man. 14 FanDuel points. If he starts and gets at least 25, I think he crushes this price tag. But you don't know what that center rotation going to look. Obviously, we don't know what that center rotation going to look like in Sacramento, judging by this game. So we'll have to see the next game or so with Rashawn Holmes still being out. Let's look at the winner in this. It was a tough contest, man. I finished just 3 points away from the money. I think it was 328 was the cash line over here. Let's compare it to the winning lineup right here. We got the Grill 47, 415. Let's get down into it. Let's quick review him. Okay, Fox. I got Cody. We had Cody Martin. We shared Armani Brooks. We shared Kelly Oubre. We shared. He got a little Garrison Matthews in there. Solid. Terrence Davis, Giannis paid up for Giannis as well over here. Miles Turner and Bobby Porter. Another gettable lineup. This is nothing too crazy. Yep, nothing too crazy. Gary Matthews was an elite play at 3% on. That's elite play. And Terrence Davis only 6% on over here on FanDuel. That's a lot to do with the higher price. I believe he was $5,700 on FanDuel over here. So people kind of shied away from him. But yeah, 6% on, 40. Yeah. Okay, solid lineup right here from the Grill. I don't see nothing too crazy, man. It's a very gettable lineup. He rolled the dice with Miles Turner. It's always risky. Paid off for him, though. Solid few chalk pieces in here, and then just some lower owned guys. That's a solid lineup right here. Congrats to the Grill 47. All right, let's get into this Saturday 6-game slate over here, and let's see what I got cooking for y'all. Let's see if we can't get the back on track over here. At my point guard at the top, I want to look at DeAnthony Melton, man, 5,100. Expecting no Dylan Brooks this game again, as he's in health and safety protocols. We know Ja Morant is still out, so all those Memphis guys are going to get a increased role over here. We saw Melton into the starting lineup last time and approached 30 minutes. I'm expecting the same thing in this spot here against Houston, and he's a solid fantasy performer. If he's going to see 30 minutes at 5,100, I definitely think you can get back to him. Probably be a little chalky on this 6-gamer, but I'm okay with it. Shooting guard, I'm going right back to my boy Armani Brooks. Guarantee you he's going to be higher on today, especially after the past 2 performances he's putting up. He is definitely going to be higher on. Price then move at 4K. Starting point guard going against the Memphis Grizzlies. He should see 30-plus minutes again, man. He can really pay off this 4K price tag, but we'll be slightly chalky today, all right? Coming in at small forward, Terrence Davis. Listen, I will be a part of this chalk today, I tell you that. Won't miss it today. He's definitely going to be super chalky because it's one, the way he has been performing since moving into the starting lineup, and 2, his price has dropped $300 unexplainably over here on DraftKings. I don't know why it dropped, but he was 4K yesterday. Now he's 3,700. Super chalk. Probably going to be the highest owned player of the day, but I think it's good chalk, and just get him in your lineups and try to get different somewhere else, all right? Coming in at power forward, I want to look at my boy Jaren Jackson Jr. 7,500, going against this Houston Rockets team. He's been able to keep himself out of foul trouble with all the with Morant and Brooks and those guys out. He's been playing very solid. Now he gets a nice matchup against the Houston Rockets team, whose defense is not even nowhere in sight. I think Jaren Jackson Jr. can have a solid performance. I'm looking for a big double from him in this spot right here at 7,500. And coming in at the center, I want to go back to my boy Evan Mobley. I love this 6,700 price tag on. Coming against the Sacramento Kings. This is his type of game right here. Sacramento Kings like to push it a little bit with Fox. Should be able to get up and down. So a few more possessions for Mobley, a few more rebound opportunities, some shot blocking opportunities. I like Evan Mobley at this 6,700 price tag. There you have it, my starting 5 on DraftKings. DeAnthony Melton, Armani Brooks, Terrence Davis, Jaren Jackson Jr., and Evan Mobley. All right, let's go look at FanDuel and see what I'm checking out over there. Coming in at FanDuel at the top, I think we can stay with DeAnthony Melton, man. $5,800, $700 price increase over here on FanDuel, but still going to be a solid overall play. He does a little bit of everything, man. Rebounds, assists. He has some steal opportunities, which you know is 3 points over here on FanDuel. So you hope he can fall into a couple of them and really give us a ceiling-type performance at this $5,800. But I like DeAnthony Melton, all right? Coming in at shooting guard, I want to go to the forgotten man, Tyler Hero, 6,600, going against the Chicago Bulls. I love this price over here on FanDuel, man, 6,600. I think this is a solid price for Tyler Hero. No Jimmy Butler, no Bam Adebayo. You know he's going to be in the starting lineup. You know he's going to see all the run he can handle. Should be able to see all the shots he wants. And the reason why I want to look at him right here, the price decrease. I know he's going to be the forgotten man, not going to get much ownership, especially when you're in the same price tier like Desmond Bain, or you can pay up a little bit a little bit to get to Tyrese Halliburton, which guys are probably going to try to do, especially with Halliburton having 2 good games back to back. So I think he goes underlooked here in this spot against Chicago Bulls. I want to get to him because I'm expecting Lowry to see some tough on the ball defense from Lonzo here, which could lead him deferring to Tyler Hero a little bit more. And if he can get that shot falling, man, I think he can give us a big performance right here, man. I like Tyler Hero as a sneaky play over here on FanDuel. Coming in at small forward, I want to go right back. I want to look at Garrison Matthews today as well. 4,900. He has been very solid since entering this starting lineup, man. Big minutes over here, solid production. He's another guy who does a little bit of everything. Few rebounds, few assists. He can fall into a steal or two as well. Garrison Matthews at 4,900, a top value play over here on FanDuel. Coming in at my power forward, definitely going to get some Jaren Jackson. At 6,400, he is going to be chalky. You can guarantee it. But I think this is good chalk. This price is just too low right here for the role he's expected to have in this matchup against the Houston Rockets, man. Give me all the Jaren Jackson, man. Like I said, monster chalk, but I think this is great chalk in this spot. Get you some Jaren Jackson at 6,400. And coming in at my center, I want to pay up. At center, the FanDuel center is highly important as compared to DraftKings, where you can get 1 or 2 in there. FanDuel, you only get 1, and you want to maximize it and get it right. You definitely want the highest scoring person at that position. I think that can be Joel Embiid today, going against a poorish Golden State Warriors front court. Warriors like to go small. The Philly is not going to try to go small. They're going to leave Embiid on the court. He could absolutely punish them inside down low. I'm talking about it could be a 20 rebound night for Joel Embiid, man. I'm expecting a big game from him at 10-6. He's my favorite pay up option on FanDuel at the moment, man. Barring any injury news, I expect him to he's been playing well since his return back to the lineup. I expect him to just absolutely dominate down low on Golden State. I expect him to own the paint in this matchup. I love Joel Embiid over here. There you have it, my starting 5 for FanDuel. DeAnthony Melton, Tyler Hero, Garrison Matthews, Jaren Jackson, and Joel Embiid, man. Get you some exposure to these guys. Get them in your player pool. You know I'm going to have them in mind, all right? That's going to do it for us here today, man. Y'all know the motto. Chances make champions. Y'all green up, man. I'll see y'all tomorrow, all right? Let's go.